What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 3 of NoFap. The time is 10:15 p.m. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm very tired. I had a great birthday. I'll tell you that much. I had a very great birthday, and when I said last video, I said I didn't want anything to happen. That came true. I got birthday wishes, and that was it. But for the most part, I got a pretty peaceful day for my birthday, and I'm actually very grateful because tomorrow and all the way up until maybe Tuesday is probably going to be very eventful. So I'm probably going to be celebrating tomorrow because my friends know about it and they're going to try and do something. So I'm just getting ready for that. But today nice and chill, nothing crazy. And I got what I wanted. So it's been a good birthday. Yeah. Rest of the day went pretty well. I wanted to take a nap in the middle of the day and I didn't. So now I'm very tired and I'm very out of it. But I went to the gym this morning. After that, just chilled in my place, uploaded and published some ads that are going to be going up tomorrow at 12, and then, midnight tonight, so tomorrow, and then, I just kind of relaxed. I was very tempted to so I somewhat track my calories. I'm not like a big stickler of measuring out. I don't have like a weight or anything like that, but I do try to eat less. So I'm trying to lose weight, so I am trying to estimate my calories. I'm not like 100% counting them, but I am estimating my calories. And so I ate what I usually ate today, and I was very tempted to get something a little extra, but I didn't. I thought, you know what? I do want to stick with this because I do feel good. I do feel good when I'm not, I feel good being skinny. I like looking skinny. That's why I'm like, you know what? Even though it's my birthday, I'm not going to treat myself. Kind of treated myself yesterday anyway with the potluck. So, yeah. As for NoFap for today, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I peaked. I actually looked at pornography today. Now, my body went on autopilot, and I looked it up with the intention of seeing it. So, I do want to get really serious about that because this is the whole thing that I'm fighting isn't finishing. It's that desire to look at it in general. I don't want that. That's what I'm fighting against. So, I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know. Do I restart the counter? Do I restart the counter? You know what? That's my question for today. Do I restart the counter or not? Does looking at it, but, stopping yourself and then nothing happens after that, should I restart the counter for that? I'll do it. I'm already thinking about doing it anyway. So, but I wanna get your guys' opinions on that because it is something that I'm struggling with, because that's the whole point is not doing that anymore. Even if do I go a little bit more strict, right? So yeah. I want to know your opinion. Obviously, the choice is mine whether I restart the counter or not, but I want your guys' opinion. Is looking at it, even though you don't do anything, but is intentionally looking at it, seeking it out and looking at it, liable to restart the counter? Because I'll do it. I'll start from day 0, and then tomorrow will be day 1. I'll do it, So let me know. Let me know in the comments. But, yeah, that's how it went. Kind of sucks, but you move forward. You watch out for that. You watch out for stuff like that, and then you realize like this is part of the process, right? I think it is a victory that I didn't go further, but it is still a serious matter. I'm not gonna trivialize that. Like this is an issue. So anyway, let's get to your comments from last video. Mike, happy birthday. Thank you, man. Never heard of masturbation when I discovered at age 12. Same. I didn't actually know masturbation was a thing until later when I was, but yeah, I discovered pornography at age 11. But yeah, solely as an effect of onset puberty. I think that happens to all of us. From how it made me feel afterward, I knew instinctively that it wasn't good, but I was hooked immediately. Dude, I think that's relatable. That's happened to me. I knew it was a bad thing, but I just couldn't stop looking at it because I guess it was because one, it was new, and two, for like it was firing off like the feel good hormones in my head. So yeah, I knew it wasn't a good thing to do, but yeah. Later, I learned in the library that was considered normal. There was no internet yet, so porn wasn't involved. There were nude magazines, but I didn't see one until 2 years later. Yeah, for me, it was the internet. So mine happened pretty rapidly. Mine happened pretty rapidly because of that. When the internet developed, my rural area had only one low-speed dial-up. It took many minutes for even a still photo to download, and video was out of the question. I was never heavily addicted to porn, but I did use it occasionally after satellite broadband arrived, and I always knew it was wrong. I found the NoFap website in 2015, and my journey began. My final fat was, December 31st, 2018. Wow, nice. Yeah, the internet exploded, and it basically made all of that stuff like accessible worldwide and to pretty much anyone. There was no regulations on it, so every dude basically kind of went through that. I remember when I was 11. I think I might have said this yesterday, but I'm gonna say it again. When I was 11 and I discovered it, I had no idea what masturbation was, and there were things that grossed me out. There were things that I looked at that did gross me out. What didn't gross me out was looking at the girls. And it started out video, but it started as photos, but I did find videos. And it was weird because the act of sex did like it did gross me out, but then like the more I was exposed to it, like, and then like growing older and like getting the hormones, the teenage hormones in my head, like it definitely, yeah, it was rough. It was rough, right? And with the internet and satellite broadband, like it messed everybody up, especially me. So from 11 all the way till now, I'm still like going through it. So it's a problem that a lot of guys don't talk about. And if the guys do talk about it, it's almost like a passing thing. It's like we admit we do it. The guys say, yeah, I do it too. Yeah, we'll help each other out. We'll pray for each other, and then that's it. Like no, there's rarely any kind of like active resistance against it. Not because people don't want an active resistance to it, but like there's not a lot of people have programs for it. And the church says it's a bad thing, right? The church says it's a bad thing. But at least from my experience. Again, this is all my experience. The church obviously says it's a bad thing, but I don't find that most churches have a lot of programs that address the problem and like help men like I guess, get help, right? That offer up programs to men that are suffering for this. Obviously, outside of church, there are programs that help men, but within the church, it's kind of like, we talk about it, and then maybe we might like help each other out, but other than that, it's like kind of up in the air. So, yeah, I wish this was a bit more like treated as the dire issue that it is, right? Obviously it is a dire issue, but I wish it was more prevalent. Obviously it's a shameful thing to talk about. I know a lot of people, including myself, that are ashamed to mention that we do stuff like this. But I think it is also necessary. I think it's necessary to face the reality that there are a lot of dudes that struggle with this, and there are a lot of dudes that don't, right? And I've seen, I don't know, it's a mixed bag, because I've seen a lot of guys that have finally kicked this thing and they're trying their best to help people, but I kind of get that they can't help everybody. There's some people that are like stuck and could be stuck for the rest of their lives. That's a reality. That's a reality. That some people face. And there are some guys that are trying to do it the tough way, where they say, like, I kicked it, how come you can't kick it? Everybody can kick it, right? And for some men that works. It just depends on the kind of person you are. And for me, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out what works for me. Do I need a drill instructor to tell me, hey, like, you're screwing up, you're not living up to your full potential, you're doing all this stuff, you're being a failure? Maybe. That's kind of what got me into business. That's kind of what got me to stop, taking my life for granted, and started like actually pursuing and having goals and having dreams and actually chasing those dreams, was like the drill instructor method, was negative reinforcement. And there's some things that help, at least for me. There's some people, at least for me, negative reinforcement helps. But for some people, positive reinforcement helps. But, everybody's got their own thing. So we're all trying to figure it out, especially me. The only thing that seemed to have worked are these videos. And they're not perfect. I'm on attempt 15. That's not even like the amount of times I've tried, right? But I'm on attempt 15 as far as these videos go, right? And I think it was 11 that I reached day 90 and then just stopped, right? I should have just kept going. I should have just kept going from there. But now, like, this has been the only avenue for me that has helped. And even while I'm doing it, I'm still struggling with it. So it's frustrating because I want to be done with it, but at the same time, I know this is part of the process. Like, this is part of the journey. This is what works for me. However, it needs momentum. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for sharing that, Mike. I appreciate that. Anyway, yeah. But I have a super busy day tomorrow. I'm going to try and get as much sleep as I can. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.